Hi everyone, I'm Lisa Marie Latino for HipNJersey.com, and today we're here to talk about not only a very special little girl that lives here in the Garden State, but about the wonderful work of the Valerie Fund. We're here with Bunny. Educate our audience as to what the Valerie Fund is.
The Valerie Fund is extraordinary. So 42 years ago, Sue and Ed Goldstein had their daughter Valerie, and she was being treated for cancer at that time. That was 1976. And she battled and struggled, and she was being treated in Manhattan. And I always tell this, and I can kind of give myself goosebumps, but from their loss of Valerie, who passed away after battling from 6 years, what Sue and Ed did was they became change makers. They brought outpatient chemotherapy, oncology to New Jersey. Prior to 1976, if God forbid your child had cancer, you had to travel either to New York or to Philadelphia to have your child treated. So if you fast forward 42 years, the Valerie Fund treats 6,000 children each year at 7 treatment centers, primarily in New Jersey, 1 in Manhattan, 1 in Metro Philadelphia, that have cancer and blood disorders, and Grace is just one of them. The financial costs of a kid going through cancer devastates a family financially. So now one of our newer programs is we even give post-secondary education scholarships. Last year we gave 93 scholarships out for over $400,000.
That is so awesome. Now we'll introduce Dan. Talk about your connection to the Valerie Fund.
My daughter said, just meet me at the Valerie Fund wing and, we'll go from there. And I was like, okay, we're down at Beth Israel Hospital. And I walked into the wing and everything was Valerie Fund. And as they were treating Grace, of course the doctors and nurses were there, but then all of these sociologists and psychologists came in to help her with different aspects. So I contacted the Valerie Fund. I said, here's my idea. I said, I've never done it before, but I know that, there's this thing out there called show houses. And I said, maybe, I've got the house, I've got the cause, I've got the talent. I says, let's just put it together and see what happens. And the Valerie Fund said, yeah, let's go for it. So that's what we're doing.
And so what happens at the house?
So, well, first off, we went through this extraordinary process, screening and selecting and getting these incredibly generous designers. So we have 20 designers from all over New Jersey and even New York that are donating their talents and their designs and getting vendors and manufacturers to donate the pieces that are going to be in the house. And then we're having like a grand opening and a celebration, and then for 4 weeks, beginning on April 25th through May 19th, the house will be available for tours for a small donation of only $35 to go through the house, and all that money goes to the Valerie Fund. And so there's all this amazing stuff going on. We've gotten a bunch of sponsors, and at this point I feel very safe and very proud to say that I'm positive we will raise more than $100,000.
And Grace is in remission?
She's actually been classified NED, no evidence of disease. They
Which is
cured
better
it.
than remission.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, they cured it, it's gone. The tumor is gone. Between the chemo and the radiation, they got it. They got the tumor.
Well, I think it's time to meet Grace now.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Let's bring her in.
Okay.
Well, Grace, it's so nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming with your daddy, Dan Eline. So I first learned about you when I saw you on TV sitting next to the First Lady. How did Grace get picked to be in that audience?
So it was actually a bit of a surprise, but Grace had done some work with Amazon supporting ACCO, the American Childhood Cancer Organization. But some of the folks at the White House had actually seen the work that she had done and just reached out to us and asked if Grace would be available and willing to come to Washington.
So who did you get to meet when you went to Washington?
So we got to actually meet the president.
Was he nice?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Uh-huh. And then we got to meet Mr. and Mrs. Pence.
Oh.
And then after, we got to meet Melania.
And how was Melania?
Very nice.
She took good care of you that night, right?
She smelled very good.
What did she smell like?
She smelled like flowers, sort of like from Chanel, maybe.
Oh, probably from Chanel. That's
She
great.
was very nice, though.
Well, did Melania invite you back?
Yes, she said anytime that we're near the area, she said that we could come back.
That is so sweet. And I feel like she really meant that.
Uh-huh.
So you better take advantage of that as a
Yeah.
family. I know that you're healthy,
Uh-huh.
cancer-free, no
Yeah.
evidence of disease.
Uh-huh.
So now you get to be a kid again.
Uh-huh.
Tell us what you like to do.
So my favorite hobbies, I play a lot of sports. Like I do basketball. Yesterday we just had our last game.
Did you win?
No,
That's okay.
yeah. But it was a close game.
Okay.
So,
What position are you?
like it depends. I'm usually I don't play point guard, but I usually I'm near the hoop.
Okay.
I forget what it's
To the
called.
forward.
Yeah, the forward. And I play softball, so I usually play second base or pitcher.
Okay.
And then I do gymnastics, but I only do acro, so which is only floor, and we do a lot of routines.
Oh, nice.
And then I like to paint in my free time. I like painting and drawing.
Grace got a chance to do a dream day. So she was actually the honorary captain for the Jets' first game of the 2018 season,
Wow.
which was awesome because they won,
Yeah.
right?
The other team didn't even score.
You know, after that, in fact, the Jets were very kind. They hosted us for your birthday.
Uh-huh.
In fact, even had a birthday cake for
When's
Grace.
your birthday?
December 16th.
I'm December 12th. Sagittarius, give me 5. That's great. What do you want to be when you grow up?
A doctor.
You want to be a doctor? What kind of doctor do you want to be?
It depends. I kind of want to be a surgeon or just a kid's doctor.
So you can help kids
Yeah.
like yourself?
And my mom said that I would be a good doctor because I can tell them what things actually feel like.
Yeah.
Because I've actually had it done before.
Yeah.
But sometimes the doctors, they say that something won't hurt, and it does. So I can give an honest explanation.
And do you want to talk about the Valerie Fund?
Sure.
How do they help you?
When I was sick, they would make me feel better, and they'd make me happy because I could do normal activities there during treatment. I could paint or draw, or I could just play with other kids, and I could all the nurses were very fun because they were very nice, and we have a lot of fun moments, even Camp Happy Times, which is a sleepaway camp that the Valerie Fund does. So it's in Pennsylvania, and it's a sleepaway camp for 1 week where all of the patients can just go for a week, and it's really cool because all of us we understand each other because we've all been through the same thing, and we all say something, and everybody can relate to it. So it's not when I talk to some of my friends, they're kind of just what are you talking about? But when at Camp Happy Times, we can just all talk about it, and it'll be no questions, we just all know. And it's just really cool because we get to do things and we don't have to worry about the hospital or anything. And my nurse and my doctor were there for the whole week because they have nurses and doctors on call, and my doctor and my nurse were there, so that was very exciting.
That's so great. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm so happy to have met you.
Thank you.
And for more information on Grace and the walk and everything else Valerie Fund, visit us at HipNewJersey.com. For more on this segment, log on to HipNewJersey.com.